the most auspicious start, is it? Running into a snowstorm? We'll shelter here until the worst is over. This place brings back memories too. I might as well tell you, I suppose. Years ago, I was living at the castle we are headed for as a hired hand. The daimyo was called Ujishige-sama. The Do in my family named Daidoji, and the Uji in my first name were both given to me by the daimyo. The Ishido clan were the Shugo governors of Azuma at the time. But the Ago clan, Shugo representatives in the western provinces, rebelled against the Ishido clan. The cursed tale trying to wag the dog. In the aftermath of the battle that ensued, the castle was attacked by Kemono. I don't know if it was happenstance or planned by the Ago clan. Either way, the entire Ishido clan was wiped out overnight. And I have a suspicion it's the same Kemono, the Deathstalker we saw on the Spirit Isle. If it is, he needs to die. Agreed? You say all the right things, but a word of warning. That wolf is stronger than any other Kemono in these parts. I know from bitter experience. Out of all the Kemono I fought around the castle, that one was something else. Just don't get yourself killed. Hear the howl? It came from over by the castle. We'll split up and track it down. If I find it first, I'll holler. I'll take the ground. You head for the keys. Well, quite moving, isn't it? All thanks to the Kemono. It was a giant ice tusk that led the attack. Charged straight at the castle and split the keep clean in two. Then the blizzard closed in on the place. It's been in this sorry state ever since. Daimyo's wife was fond of the little room. She, my master, and my Hime-sama spent many happy hours there. But after she succumbed to illness, he fell out of use. My master had a rare sense of debt to the Kemono. He would often say that we were merely tenants of their land. And look what the most can pay in return. can't do it myself. What's happening? Answer me! Are you down? That's it then. Stirred up some memories I'd sooner forget. Masina! The bird? What now? I don't know what this is, and I don't want to. Let's go. The so-called Bird of Auspice? What the hell's it doing here? Beats me. But one thing's for sure. That was the wolf that killed my master. Finally! I've avenged their deaths. Or rather, you have for me. This useless body of mine is good for nothing now. But this I had to see through. I thank you. Sorry. I was remembering those who were lost. This is no place to linger. We should get back to Minato. Then let's go. The sensei will be getting impatient. Oh, and this was... Never mind. Arigato, Chief.
Ah, there you are. Tell me how it went. I must say, I'm glad to see you both back safe. Did you successfully dispatch the Rasetsu?
Well, we nearly came unstuck, but luckily we have some help from on high. Not that I was any use in the battle. Anyway, Chief, don't keep the lady waiting.
Ah, arigato. I realize this was a matter of retribution for you, Ujishige. But nevertheless, a life is a life. I take full responsibility. And this specimen will not go to waste. I will need time to carry out tests, however. I won't be able to tell you anything before morning.
Sounds like my work is done then. So I'll be taking my leave of you for now. I'm in the mood for drinking. A lot. And alone.
Why are you giving me these? Asked to. By whom? It certainly wasn't me. Ah, this was Kanna's doing. I see. It's because of the note. I thought she was being a little nosy before. I'll have to thank her for meddling. Anyway, you did well to work out what it meant. I owe you. If there's anything you need in return, let me know.
I heard about you defeating the Deathstalker. I'm sure that will be a great burden lifted for Ujishige-san. He used to have a lot of wild and violent episodes, you know? When I was little, I remember him getting blind drunk and throwing himself into the sea. The poor fishermen had to cast their nets and haul him out. And that was just one of many similar incidents. I think he lives with the constant pain of losing his samurai master and other companions. But what you've done may have eased that a little. I don't suppose he'll say much about it, but I'm sure he's very grateful to you. Oh, do you remember that huge karakuri we were wondering about? You know, there was a picture of a huge karakuri on the stone tablet I found on the Spirit Isle. I've made some good progress with my research and worked quite a few things out now. I was hoping to tell you about it. It seems it used to stand beside the spirit wheel and somehow worked in concert with it. The spirit wheel itself is a karakuri, you see? Used to distribute the celestial thread that arrives in Minato all over town. This other tower seems to have been used to accumulate thread for powering other large devices. A complement to the wheel in a way. You remember I told you it was shown with Kemono corpses around it? Well, I'm wondering if it was some kind of weapon. Even though so much of our heritage has been lost, there are still lots of things our forefathers left behind for us in Minato. It's clear that karakuri were all around them, a part of their everyday lives. My hope is that one day we can restore Minato to the way it was.
I've made some progress with my research. Come. Sorry to keep you on tenterhooks, but I finished my examination of the resided now. As I'd predicted, a paltry amount of celestial thread remains in the Deathstalker system. Far less than I would normally expect to see. It must have been struggling to absorb thread for quite some time, which probably explains its appearance on the Spirit Isle. It was trying to satisfy its hunger.
But why there? It's hardly the easiest place to get to. Why not head for the canyon first?
Yes, we can only conclude there must be some reason why it chose the island. The question is, what reason? Perhaps it was routed by a stronger Kemono, for example?
Bakana. There's no other Kemono that could have threatened that thing.
Well, nevertheless, it's clear that this Rasetsu was fighting for its life, searching desperately for celestial thread, which should ordinarily be abundant in these parts. Just as humans have fought over land and resources since the dawn of time, Kemono try to gain supremacy over those around them in order to survive. It's the providence of nature. Yes, most probably. The Kemono have been peaceful for years, but now they're starting to push violently into new territory. An alarming trend.
So, it won't stop with a wolf and the bear? Other Kemono will follow, you mean? Surely not Amaterasu, though. The Bird of Auspice is a different beast.
Let us revert our attention back to the Rasetsu and the attack on it by Amaterasu at the Frozen Fort. The after effects of that conflict may already be starting to show, in disturbances in the weather or surrounding flora, for example. I hope my fears are unfounded, but Minato could conceivably be affected. So I wonder if you'd revisit the castle and look around? Consider it a hunting request, if you will.
Nandayo. We escaped mortal danger only to be told to turn around and march straight back into it? Well, sounds like we got our orders, Chief. Let's just hope we don't run into any more of those wolves.
Do you recall the young man from Minato who succumbed to a Kemono attack along the Blossom Trail? Well, I have heard rumors of late about an unknown Kemono in those parts. That is the burning question. Unless it is hunted, we shall be eternally ignorant. Would you be so kind? And if it were to result in 1 or 2 rare materials to sell, well, that might profit us both. The decision is yours, of course. But you always do the right thing. I have no doubt you will live up to my every expectation. I have some new items that... Could I trouble my most treasured hunter for a small favor? I was expecting some merchants from the north, but they are very late. Such a worry. They said they would come via the castle ruins, you see. What if they have come under attack by Kemono? Would you be so kind as to make sure that nothing untoward has happened?
Don't bother.
Oh, young Yataro. How unexpected. Do I take it you are concerned for the well-being of our esteemed hunter?
Not really. I just don't see why anyone should have to go and rescue complete strangers. If your merchants can't handle Kemono, they should take a different route. Everyone knows the castle ruins are dangerous.
Passage by boat was sadly impossible, and I am in urgent need of the goods in their charge.
But what if going to bail them out lands one of us in trouble?
Do you mean to say that if I failed to return from business at the ruins, you would not come to my aid?
Well, you're an outsider too. And anyway, I wouldn't... I mean...
Domo. You are always so delightfully willing to oblige. The merchants told me their planned route, so I shall be able to guide you via your karakuri.
Do you even know how to say no?
Arema. Some people do so struggle to express their feelings openly. Anyway, I shall leave my merchants in your ever-capable hands, and I will, of course, repay you handsomely for your efforts.
You haven't seen Len, have you? I have to get this letter to her. But I have an urgent job to finish off as well. You couldn't deliver it to her for me, could you? You've saved my skin. Don't forget now. It's for them.
A letter? For me? Who's it from? I'll read it later. It's from my father. Now then, I need to hunt a Kemono. Would you give me a hand?